Welcome back everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 2023 Ford Fiesta ST. So this now has 668 horsepower, 682 pounds-feet of torque from a 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine, which is the exact same engine that we gave the Focus ST from a few episodes back, but this now weighs 2,447 pounds. Has off-road tyres, off-road suspension and all-wheel drive, and it can only 0 to 16 3.076 seconds, 0 to 105.992 seconds, and going to a top speed of 203 miles an hour. So this does weigh less than the Focus ST, which we'll obviously be comparing this against, but it's not as quick in terms of acceleration for whatever reason, although it does have a slightly higher top speed, but that really won't come into much of play here. So yeah, the Focus ST got to a respectable time of 3 minutes 19.782 seconds, and I'm hoping this will be able to match that. It's got pretty good stats on its side, even the off-road capability is decent for a car of this type, but it's the braking, launch and acceleration that are the main priorities here that are hopefully going to rocket this car up the leaderboard. So yeah, but at the end of the day we are going to be comparing it against the Focus ST because this obviously is from the same brand. It's also a hot hatchback, and yeah, we're obviously also sharing the same engine with the same power and same torque. Now you could get the standard 3-cylinder engine up to a respectable, 4 minutes, around 430-ish horsepower, I think it was thereabouts. So, which is obviously good, but we want as much power as we can get out of this car, and swapping this engine in is the only way of doing that. So, yeah. Still, hopefully it will be quick. Change some of the bodywork around just to see if they help the aerodynamics of the car in terms of providing any downforce or additional stability. Did a little bit of extra weight, but we're still comfortably under the weight of the Focus, so there's no issue there. And at the end of the day we did add parts to the Focus as well. Although with that one we did get a lighter bonnet on that. Not sure why we couldn't with this one, but that's what it is sometimes. So yeah, up to about 160 down there, which is pretty good. We're already feeling pretty sharpish, to be honest. Now obviously this is not just lighter than the Focus, but it's also smaller, so it should be a little bit more nimble around this course. And even though the acceleration times aren't as good as the Focus, the mid-range clout should be better, given it's got that lack of weight. That's not to say there's £1 million between the two of them, but it's only about 150 or thereabouts, but that can make a difference. And having less weight also means we reduce the amount of momentum that we've got, and that means we don't have to brake as hard either. So far, for the most part, it's all good. No major issues at all. A few minor ones, but nothing as horrific as, say, the AutoZam, which was wildly uncontrollable. Whereas this is really much the complete opposite. Oh, click that little mound before. Certainly feels a lot more agile than the Camry from the previous episode, which was unfortunately not particularly quick. Certainly not as quick as the Focus, which is about 8 seconds faster. Through the trees. Wildlife there. Right. Come on, are we going to make it? No, we're not. We're going to be just shy of the Focus. But we're not a million miles off, to be honest, at 3 minutes 21.251, whereas obviously the Focus did it in 3 minutes 19.782. So we're only about 1.5 seconds behind, which, considering, like I said, this has slower acceleration times, and you know, the extra weight in that car might have made this that a little bit more stable. It did, for instance, at one point rear its rear end up after landing on a jump, or landing after a jump. So yeah, that extra little bit of weight might well have just added that microscopic amount of extra bit of stability, but still a very impressive time, and yeah, way quicker than the Camry in the previous episode by about 6 seconds. But 3 minutes 21.251 puts us right alongside, well, we're slightly quicker than a Cooper Fermenter VZ5, a Nissan Safari Z 370Z Safari Rally Tribute, a Rivian R1S, a Volkswagen double cab pickup, Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, fellow hot hatchback the Renault Clio RS, as well as the Volkswagen ID4 and the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evo. Slightly slower though than the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, the Audi RS7 Sportback, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, as well as the hot hatchback Hyundai i30N. I'm not sure if there's many other hot hatchbacks that are quicker than us outside of the Focus. No. Guess you could say the Hyundai Kona N is a sort of a hatchback, but it's certainly not a hot one. Peugeot 207 Super 2000 rally car, I guess you could say is a hot hatchback in some regards, as well as the Ford Focus RS rally car. But yeah, there's not many more normal cars that are far ahead of this one. So yeah, for the normal road going cars, this has done pretty well. Not the quickest obviously, but neither is it far from the slowest, and yeah, certainly way more enjoyable to drive than the Camry in the previous episode. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.